until he left.
Another thing that I thought looked really good, I thought Joey and I were going to be reversed on this. I thought I was going to be given the Russ love, and he was going to be given love to Patrick Surtain II because he was hyping him up a ton, and I knew wanted to spotlight him. I've just got a stat, and I'll throw it to you guys after this. I cannot believe Patrick Surtain targeted 5 times yesterday. A great offensive play designer with Josh McDaniels, even if he's a bad head coach. I think he designs a good play. And a really awesome wide receiver in Davante Adams. On Davante Adams, 5 targets with Patrick Surtain in coverage. He had 2 receptions for 16 yards and 3 passes that were broken up by Patrick Surtain. He broke up 60% of his targets. I've never seen something like that. Like leading the league, if you break up 25% of your targets, you'll lead the league in forced incompletion percentage by a mile. Week 1, he's at 60%. Give him that DPOY vote, and against Davante Adams, no less. I mean, what a performance, guys. What do you say?
What else is there to say, Zach? He's the best. Stop going on ESPN. Stop looking at your little ESPN Sauce Gardner graphics. We don't care. We know who the best cornerback in the league is because we watch every single week. I think it's pretty blatant at this point. I'm not even going to lie, guys. I do think it's blatant. I don't think Sauce Gardner is in the same tier as Pat Surtain.
Oh, shit. We're going there already? Week 1?
I don't think he is. I thought the same thing last year. I thought the same thing last year. This guy is, Sauce Gardner, very, very good. Patrick Surtain is just elite of the elite, cream of the crop. We should be putting this guy in. Is he a top 3 defensive football player just in the league?
I love
that.
it.
That's the type of player I'm talking about with Patrick Surtain.
Talk your shit, Joey Richards. Let's go.
It's like this. Like the cornerback positions like this. Like these other defensive tackles could have been really great, but you had Aaron Donald. He was clearly the best. Patrick Surtain is amazing. He's fantastic. I don't know what else to ask. Davante Adams is the best in the game, I think. I really do. I think that if you put Davante Adams in some of these other situations, because we saw him in those other situations with Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay, and what the hell did he do? The guy was unfucking believable. You still put him in those situations. What is he? He's still unbelievable. And Patrick Surtain clamped him up. He really did. That wasn't a matchup. It wasn't Davante beats him every once in a while. It was Patrick Surtain beat him fair and square. Davante Adams didn't win. Patrick Surtain is elite. He's better than you. That's what that was.
We haven't seen Davante Adams throw any shade in Patrick's way today in the aftermath of the game, most likely because the Raiders won, but he had enough to say last season, calling him just too young. He's not there yet. Well, it looks like he's there. I'd even venture to say that on the replay, on the gigantic Jumbotron, that defensive pass interference call looked like an OPI. There was a lot of Davante Adams all over Patrick Surtain. The unfortunate part, though, about the sticky coverage that PS2 plays, he's pretty handsy. He times it really well. And more often than not, the refs are just not going to catch it on that first go around. So I don't want to fault them, but they were wrong.
Yep, it should have been 2 for 6. It should have been 2 for 6 on those targets. I was like, maybe my Broncos glasses are coming in here, but on that, I was like, maybe it's the TV angle. It's hard to see, but I was like, they're at least both pushing off each other. There's at least a mutual hand fighting where I think you hold on to the flag on that play. It did not make sense. I can't believe it. You look at, again, Davante Adams has not lost his step. Whenever he was covered by someone else on the Broncos and the Raiders were trying to scheme him up so he would be away from Patrick Surtain, he ate. When he wasn't covered by Patrick Surtain, he was targeted 4 times, had 50 yards, converted 3 first downs. While targeted by Surtain, 5 targets, converts just 1 first down, and gains just 16 yards. Only 2 catches. I mean,
this is unbelievable. It was an unbelievable performance. And it even, like, the stats show a lot, but it was even more impressive watching it. Like, I really thought that. I was like, there's another one. Patrick Surtain was all over him. There's another one all over him. Like, to Bree's point, that DPI, that was just clean coverage. It really was. And he got a deflection on that. Like, I don't know. Patrick Surtain's that dude. He is that dude. And put respect on his name, national level. I think that if Sauce Gardner was on the Broncos right now, we wouldn't be having the same conversation. I think there's a little Jets bias going on. That's just my opinion.
Facts. And he definitely would have. I mean, the one nice thing is he wouldn't have gotten that DPI call. We know that. Shout out to Frankie in the comments, pointing out that Darius Williams led the league last year with 15 pass breakups, and PS2 just did 3 in one game, which would put him on pace to put up that number in 5 weeks. Patrick Surtain's him. He's an insane corner. I agree with what Joey said earlier.
Had he have had just a little bit more, I would even say a quarter of a step on one of those, he probably could have picked it off, and I would have won my bold prediction for God knows how many weeks in a row, but he didn't, and that's okay.